Welcome to Sales Made Easy. It's your friend in business, sales, and marketing, Devon Gall here. What we're going to do today is cover the path to leadership. How to go from I just got an entry-level sales position to being the guy or the girl building the teams in the office, all right? Before we start, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how we're doing over here at Sales Made Easy. Also, your friendly PSA reminder, because I am your friend and I want to see you succeed. I need to see you succeed. Get a notebook, all right? You can look up 100 sales videos, but if you're not writing it down, you're not absorbing the knowledge, you're not able to apply it in the field, all right? So, let's start. Path to leadership. We're gonna have two kind of categories here. What it takes, what you need as an entry-level rep, and then that next step as a leader. And then you can kind of start doing some of the leadership activities before you become a leader, and that's kind of start embodying that leadership potential. At least that's how I did it. That's how I've trained all my people that I've personally promoted to do it. All right, so as an entry-level rep, these are the things you need to be a master of. All right, attendance seems like a no duh, but it's mandatory. All right, if we got two people that are both doing above average sales, doesn't have to be great sales to get promoted, but above average sales, and one has an issue with showing up on time and the other person's just always there on time, which means they're early, right? Not like they don't have to be an hour early, but they're always there, 5, 10, 15 minutes early every single day. And the other guy's always there 1 minute late, 2 minutes late, 3 minutes late, walking in. But both their sales are the same. Who's getting promoted? Who do we want to duplicate? Who do we want the territory to have more of? Think about it, right? Attendance is mandatory, so you got to get that under control immediately, all right? Attitude, same deal. What do we want to duplicate? You can have people that kill it in sales that have a really shitty attitude, all right? It's real. Definitely some killers out there with a bad attitude, but we don't want to promote that guy. We don't want to duplicate that guy. We don't want that guy building teams or that girl building teams. Got to have a great attitude to be a force in the market, all right? Administrative tasks, the boring stuff, the company systems, the how to use the apps, the how to use the whatever they do, however they do it, whatever your company protocols are, you got to be a master of these systems, all right? Communication skills, not just within your own team, within your own teammates, but communications with other departments, all right? How are you seen by the other departments? Are you the person that always is losing it, or are you a person that's everybody loves talking to you, everybody loves dealing with you because you're just a great communicator, right? Time management, you got to be able to manage your time. If you're going to become a leader, your job is to help teach other people. One of the things is teaching them how to manage their time. How are you ever going to teach someone how to manage their time if you can't manage your own time? All right? So these are the basics. These are the things you have to get down. You have to be showing, right? You have to be doing. You have to be being. You can't just say you're going to do it. You got to be these things. All right? Next is sales. All right? You don't have to be the number one sales guy to be the next leader, okay? That's a myth. Sometimes the best sales guy has got a bad attitude and he's got attendance issues and he's not the best, or she's not the best choice for the next leader or the next whatever you call it at your business, right? So you gotta get good at sales. You can't be below average, and you can't be average, all right? You could have all the other things, great communication, great attitude, great attendance, but being below average or average in sales, again, not something we want to duplicate. Because you're going to be able, as a leader and a person who has done leadership and has seen other leaders get promoted, no matter how good you are, you're only going to be able to teach people to get to about 80% of your level. All right? Of course, some people will exceed you. They got talent, of course, but we're not talking about any of that kind of stuff right now. We're just talking about like mass duplication. All right? You're only going to get, so if you're a person that's doing average sales and you can only train people up to about 80% of your ability on average, you're going to have an entire team of below average salespeople. All right? So you need to be above average in sales. You need to consistently be above average in sales. It can't just be like one time. It can't just be like, oh, I got lucky. I had a hot hand 1 month, 14 months ago. All right, you're not who we're looking for. All right, we want, but on the same token, you don't have to be I'm the top 10% across nationwide all the time. You don't have to be that guy either. All right, so above average sales, so you can build an above average team, right? Somebody worth duplicating. Because 5 people doing above average sales smokes the one guy who's the killer, right? Because one guy can only, or one girl can only be in one location at one time, all right? Pipeline management. Are you able to take care of the deals that you have created? Are you able to own those customers until they get to their final destination, which is your last commission milestone, wherever that might be, right? So you got to get good at the sales proficiency, the pipeline management proficiency. You got to be able to do all the little details of the sale and have that above average production, all right? Not a long list. That's what you need as an entry level to get real good at. Then we get you into a leadership position. Now you're somebody, okay, you're somebody we want to build around. You're somebody we think, okay, this guy, this girl, they got potential. They're showing it. They're bringing it every single day. We're going to create a leader, right? We want other people. We want them training other people. We want them running, giving them a little bit of responsibility. We want them running some meetings. We want them running some team, maybe a little miniature team within the team. We want to duplicate this person because they got potential, right? They've been doing great, right? So as a leader now, these are the things you have to master, all right? You know the systems. Talent is only going to take you so far, and talent isn't duplicatable. You can't teach someone to be you. You can't teach someone to be however you do it exactly. Maybe you're charming, maybe you're really convincing or persuasive or whatever it is, whatever your little X factor is, that's not duplicatable. That's your own thing. Systems, things that work for everybody, that's what you have to master. That's something that you can teach a ton of people, and some people will be able to pick it up and be able to do close to what you're doing, about 80% of what you're doing, right? Right off the bat. So for me, the systems I teach, they're all my videos. I teach my up and coming leaders, my potential future leaders, my existing leaders, the systems of 8 steps to success, the planned steps to a conversation, the steps to a presentation, the closing loop, the things that are duplicatable, things that are just a system. It's like a formula that you can follow. It doesn't matter who you are or what your background is. Doesn't matter any of that. It's just a formula you can follow, right? Next, you have to be able to create a welcoming environment in the office and in the field. So when I put a new hire with a new leader, that new hire at the end of the day is excited to be here, right? They love working with leader. Leader is fun. Leader is great, exciting. I got great energy. I learned a lot today. This is what a great leader does, is they create an environment that's welcoming. They create an environment that new people can thrive in, all right? Recruiting, all right, you got to be able to recruit. You got to be able to start building. This is kind of like going into that next level of management after being a leader, right? Being like a mini manager on the team. But recruit, start now. Learn how to recruit now. So then your first day as a manager, you're not like, how do I recruit? Right? You're going to be in a bad situation if you don't start learning how to recruit right now in sales. All right, so you want to learn this as a leader. And if you're ambitious as an entry-level rep, you start building your recruiting skills early. So being able to self-recruit other people, being able to conduct a mock interview or a mini interview and get them, at least get somebody that you meet that you think might be good at sales in front of your manager, right? Being able to get them from, okay, they're like a waiter, or you met them, they're your valet, or they do this, they do that, they're just a great person at the gas station maybe. There's a lot of great talent out there that's wasting away at a lot of these giant mega corporations, all right? You can get them excited about the opportunity, and you can get them in front of your manager, right? You got to get good at that, being able to self-recruit people. Sales, consistency. So everything we already learned as an entry-level rep, that you guys still do all that, but now you got to be like massively consistent all the time, right? So you got to be somebody that's always looked up to as, okay, the leader's a leader for a reason, all right? The leader's not there just because by accident, all right? The leader's there because they do things every day. They do the right thing all the time, or at least most of the time, right? So they follow systems. They're always great attendance, great attitude, and sales just come naturally if you follow all these other systems, all right? So they set the pace. They set the example. They're not just the systems person. They're not just like the little mini teacher, the little mini manager. They're setting the example every single day. They're doing it. They're being it. All right. They can duplicate. All right. It goes back into teaching the systems. It's not just a 100% talent, 100% X factor type person. It's a person that's studied. They take great notes. It's a person that has a notebook with them still every day as a leader, because they have to set the example. So they come in, even though they took the notes. I'm telling you this from my own experience. I took the notes probably 100 times already. I'm still showing up with a notebook and taking the same notes in front of the trainees, so they know this is what it takes, right? So you got to set the example, you got to set the pace, and you got to duplicate yourself. You can run the meetings by yourself. The manager's got to go away for a little bit. You're the one that that's called on. You're the one that is relied on, right? You got to start acting as if you are the manager. So you can run meetings. So maybe you don't know every meeting. You can't run every single meeting, but there are certain meetings you can run. You can teach people certain things, right? And you can keep the energy high and keep the excitement high and keep the production high for the team for those couple days while the manager's out, right? And then as a leader, there's some intangibles, all right? This is likability, things like, are people going to follow you, right? So can't teach you all that. Those are going to come down to you, right? But there's a lot of other things that go into being a great leader, but these are parts of being a very successful sales leader. You master these things, you'll be ready for the next step. All right. So appreciate you coming down. Love you all. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Now let's go make some money.